Can you imagine if BlackRock buys FTX?
That'd be pretty rough.
That would be insane. All right, Coinbase stock surges 12% as BlackRock names it a surveillance partner. It's their own private eye. What are your thoughts on Solana now that FTX is gone? Well, they say FTX is coming back. They say BlackRock's going to buy it. Can you imagine if BlackRock buys FTX?
That'd be pretty rough.
That would be insane. Wow. Well, I just don't understand. I guess because you buy them, they've already got like some of the licenses and stuff. That would be the reason to do it. Like, why don't you just start your own? You know, I mean, well, everything they had was faulty. So.
I hope they would at least change the name if they do buy it, just for, like you said, the licenses and all the inner workings.
Yeah,
change the name, please.
Oh well, they're definitely gonna
they have to.
Yeah, change the name. Okay. On July 3rd, NASDAQ revealed the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, had refiled its application for a spot Bitcoin ETF. That was yesterday. NASDAQ just posted. The filing included details of an agreement between NASDAQ and Coinbase last month. CBOE refiled applications for several other firms, including Fidelity. Yeah, I think this is obvious, right? I mean, a spot ETF will do better than a futures one.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's settled in Bitcoin. So you actually have to buy and sell Bitcoin in order to settle these contracts, as opposed to a futures contract. It's just paper. We call those paper Bitcoins. Coin prices pump. Coinbase shares surged almost 12% on June 3rd in response to BlackRock endorsement. Had a solid run in 2023 as markets have recovered. A lot of positive coverage for Coinbase today. Coinbase aims to modernize direct deposit systems via blockchain stablecoin settlements. Let's see here. Coinbase said the current direct deposit system in the U.S., known as Automated Clearinghouse or ACH, suffers from inefficiencies and multiple shortcomings. Definitely takes too long. I mean, that's an old system. You need to get on that XRP. In terms of security, Coinbase emphasized the advantage of blockchain technology. Obviously, it's more secure, but I mean, bank wires are pretty secure too. I don't think that's really the issue. I think the issue is not who can get into that transaction, but how long it takes to complete is a big problem.
On your platform for 2032, how would you fix the dollar?
How would I fix the dollar? Well, I think people are going to like this answer. Yeah, CBDC. You know, that's how you fix it. That's how you keep our country from total disaster. It's dystopian nightmare. It's bad, but if you're able to take, let's say, USDC, and you were to turn that into the CBDC, you build a layer on top of it that provides some level of anonymity or privacy. Okay, some level, because they're not going to want everybody to have all their stuff in the open. They're going to want to see it. They don't want you to hide it, but they can give some protection there. Okay, and I've talked about this before. Like, I think USDC is the stablecoin, or excuse me, is the CBDC, but they may keep it open source blockchain and add these layers of stuff that they want to it. So what this does is this immediately makes the US dollar, the US digital dollar, tradable instantly digitally around the world. So what you've done here is you made it more readily accessible than it already is to anyone that wants it. They just go to a website, go to a crypto exchange, pull it off, whatever the case may be, and they can have dollars now. So what you're doing is you're taking your inflation problems and your supply problems, your supply being too large, and now you're increasing demand. You're keeping the supply relatively the same, but you're increasing the demand because you're making it more accessible to countries all over the world.